And the fact that Schiff hasn't blinked since 1992. And he didn't take the news so well. The disgraced Democrat went on TikTok to complain. Behold.
Hello, I'm Congressman Adam Schiff with some troubling news. Today, Kevin McCarthy removed me from the House Intelligence Committee, all for doing my job, for holding Trump accountable and standing up to the extreme MAGA Republicans.
Senator Schiff, given the ongoing political tensions and Trump's actions toward his critics, do you think President Biden's preemptive pardons turned out to be more important than initially expected? Let's first tell people what that means, preemptive pardons. That was pretty unprecedented, right? Before he left office, Joe Biden pardoned you and a number of people who he thought Trump would go after.
No, I take the opposite view. I don't think he should have given the pardons at all.
Really?
No, I don't think he should have, and I was vocal about that at the time.
Can you refuse a pardon?
That's less clear because in the case of the January 6th committee, he pardoned essentially the whole committee.
There's a certain type of politician who just refuses to fade away, no matter how many scandals pile up or how often they're caught stretching the truth. And Adam Schiff sits right at the front of that pack. But this time feels different because people are finally paying attention. Bill Maher, hardly a MAGA cheerleader, put Schiff on a hot seat on live TV. And then Greg Gutfeld took it to another level and went absolutely nuclear. This was a soft roast or a few throwaway jokes. It was a full-scale teardown of a political career many see as built on smoke, mirrors, and non-stop grandstanding. The gloves were off, the tone was brutal, and the message was clear. The act isn't working anymore. If you're tired of watching politicians lie to your face and still get rewarded for it, this moment hits hard and is impossible to ignore.
Let's stop talking about Trump. We talk about him too much. We want to tell people what we're going to do for them. Yeah. Healthcare, environment, those kind of issues. For example, I've seen you on TV a lot in the last couple of years. I know everything you know or that you tell us about the Russian situation. I don't have a clue what you think about healthcare. I've never heard it. Yeah. I don't know whether you're for Medicare for all or improve Obamacare or get a chicken. I don't know what. Yeah. Well, I don't know what.
Not to Republicans, but to anyone who still cares about honesty in politics. Adam Schiff's latest act is hard to stomach. He's taken his personal pity party to TikTok of all places. The same platform lawmakers constantly warn is tied to the Chinese government, using it to complain about being removed from the House Intelligence Committee. In his best I'm the victim tone, Schiff claimed he was punished for simply doing his job, holding Trump accountable, and standing up to extreme MAGA Republicans. But that explanation doesn't hold up. He wasn't pushed out for courage or principle. He was pushed out because he spent years selling the country a story that collapsed under scrutiny. Schiff repeatedly swore he had rock-solid evidence of Russian collusion, said it with such confidence that he may have convinced himself. Yet he never produced that evidence. Not once. What Americans were left with wasn't proof, but endless sound bites, leaks, and dramatic claims that ultimately amounted to political theater rather than truth.
Adam Schiff is not only a stone-cold, hopeless loser, but he is one of the most corrupt, one of the most shameful, one of the most heinous individuals ever to serve in public office in America. And everything he's devoted his life to has been debunked, discredited, and discarded. He literally represents the face of failure.
And instead of owning any of it, Schiff went straight into full gaslight mode, insisting he was being punished for standing up to Trump, when in reality he was being held accountable for misleading the entire country. And there's a big difference. Bill Maher wasn't buying it for a second. Maher isn't known for going easy on Trump, but he is known for calling out nonsense no matter where it comes from. And when Schiff sat across from him, Maher didn't tiptoe around the issue. He dropped the hammer, looked Schiff straight in the eye, and made the point that cut deepest. He'd heard Schiff talk endlessly about Trump and Russia for years, but never once heard him talk with the same passion or detail about healthcare or what he was actually doing for everyday Americans.
Now it just looks like you're stalking him. I think in the eyes of the people who don't follow it that closely, which is most of the country, here's the thing about Bob Mueller. He's like the last person, maybe the last thing in America that left and right agreed on. Left and right basically agreed. This is a guy of honor. This is an honest guy. This is an honest broker. Whatever he says goes. Americans are not into details. Don't read it to me, Bob. Just give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. The fact that he was like, I don't. If you couldn't impeach before, how are you going to impeach after?
Maher essentially voiced what many people have been thinking for years. Adam Schiff has little to show in terms of real accomplishments. No major legislative victories or standout policies. Just an endless fixation on impeachment that began to feel obsessive. While Schiff poured his energy into chasing those narratives, the issues that actually affect everyday Americans, like healthcare, affordability, and public safety, were pushed to the sidelines, leaving voters wondering what, if anything, he was truly delivering for them.
I mean, the Mueller report is, at the end of the day, that firecracker that goes up and then the one that fizzles. Oh, look, nothing. Do you think you guys relied too much on that?